if you look at the Western model, even the Indian centralized services model, is that we believe that, you build a massive sewage treatment plant, right? And that massive sewage treatment plant in a city like Ahmedabad, then you build pipes under the ground, and they go to every person's house, and you deliver, you're proud when you can get 3 hours of water to somebody's house every day, right? In a village, it doesn't make any sense at all. But that's the model we take, right? If one machine goes bad, and it only serves 100 people, it's different from one pipe getting contaminated that supports 3,000. Right? So you can fix that quickly as long as the demand and response and fault and repair happens quickly enough, which is largely what we're attempting to innovate. When you have other people around you, you're accountable. You're accountable to an idea. You're accountable to an ideal. In what we're doing now with water, we're only trying to impact one thing, right? Which is the day-to-day health of people needs to improve, and related to that the costs of them maintaining their health should go down. In our case, we're trying to give people a critical good that they need every day, which is water, in places that are very hard to get to. If they were easy to get to, other people would already be there that make money off of water. Right? It's unbelievable how terrible we are at ensuring that every person has access to a basic need, which is clean water. I feel good because we've figured out how to deliver water to the last mile and keep the machines running and actually be able to charge for it, which no one thought was really possible, and many people still think it's very contentious. We figured out how to collect that money so that people actually pay upwards to make this work, which suggests that there is a business model here somewhere. The fact that 70,000 people every day are getting water from us and continue to get it every day seems to say to me that, hey, this is it. We got other interesting stories. We had a franchisee last year who called us at 2 o'clock in the morning saying, come fix my machine, it's broken. We're like, we'll come tomorrow. He's like, no, you need to come now. And we're like, look, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. He's like, listen, if my machine's not working in the morning, there's going to be a crowd of 100 people outside that are going to beat me up because they didn't get clean water today. You've got people that are demanding that they drink clean water, and it says a lot. And all because you made it available in a way that worked for them. From the business side of it, it needs a lot of patience. So I'm a little anxious because I feel like, I don't know how long people are going to be willing to sit around until you figure out exactly how to make it work in a way that makes monetary sense. But I guess in the long run that doesn't matter, right? You've proven something, you've shown people how it works, and if you can't do it, well, other people will because they've learned from you, just like we've learned from other people that have failed at things, and it will continue to propagate if it was worth it. We had a friend of ours that there's a very famous activist in India that used to say this, that if you want real change to happen, you have to be crazy. And people have to see you as crazy, otherwise you're not doing anything. That's the test, right? There's plenty of people that have written about this, poets about the lonely winding road, whatever it is. It is a lonely path. Those who are people who decided to do things that other people think is crazy. And when you're crazy, you're alone. And that's sort of by definition. You're either in an asylum or you're, whatever it is, call it a mental asylum of a different kind. It's a hard place to be, but I think that again, if it were easy to do, like getting water to people is easy to do, everybody'd be doing it. Right? If it were easy to make change, everybody'd be doing it, and there would be something else that people needed to strive for. And I think that, like anything that is hard to do, it requires sacrifice. Gandhi used to say this as well. He used to say that, he said it in a different context, but I think it's important here as well, that like, people only throw stones at trees that bear fruit. Okay? No one, if the tree doesn't have apples on it, no one's throwing a stone at it to get something, a leaf down, right? They're only trying to get the apples down. So you people like your friend in Delhi or folks who are, people have something to say about, just because he's doing something that actually is admirable, it has something that other people want, they just don't have the guts to do it. And if you don't want to sacrifice, it's not for you. And you should recognize that, like, you know what, like the life that I'm going to lead isn't going to create the kind of change that I wish I wanted, because I'm not ready to do what it takes. Being ready to do what it takes is critical to being able to make change happen. It's precisely those guts, which to me is willingness to do whatever it takes, which involves sacrificing whatever has to be sacrificed, that makes that possible. When you're young and you're willing to do whatever it takes, and you care about ideals, and you're willing to work for those ideals, and you're not willing to take no for an answer, precisely when you should be doing the stuff you dream of.